Hello, welcome to my channel. For this video, I want to discuss about force, weight, and Hooke's law. Before we go to the questions from IGCSE physics past paper, we have to know about the formula first. For the first one is for Hooke's law. Hooke's law formula is F equals to K times X. F at here is load, and then the unit is Newton, and then K is spring constant, and then the unit is Newton over meter, and then X is extension, and then the unit is meter. And then have weight. Weight equals to mass times gravity. So weight, the unit is Newton, and the mass, the unit is kg, kilogram, and then gravity, the unit is meter over second square. So from here, gravity in the earth usually use 10 meter over second square. And then have F equals to mass times acceleration. So F equals ma, F at here is force, and the unit is Newton. M is mass, the unit is kilogram, and then A is acceleration, the unit is meter over second square. Then we go to the questions. For this one, a spring which obeys Hooke's law has an unstretched length of 10 centimeter, and then a load 20 Newton, and then the new length of the spring is 36, and then they ask the spring constant of the spring. So this one we use Hooke's law. The formula is F equals to K times X. So the force is 20, the load is 20, and then K, the spring constant that we want to find. So write K, and then X at here is the extension. So the new length we minus to the unstretched length. So 36 minus 10. So this one become 26K equals 20. So K equals to 20 over 26. So this one equals to K equals to 0.769, and then we round off it, so become 0.77, and then the unit is Newton over centimeter. So B. The next question. The weight of the object is 7,600 Newton, and then the gravitational of its strength, means this one is the gravity, is 100. And what's the mass? So we use the weight formula. So weight equals mass times the gravity. So the weight is 7,600. The mass that we want to find. So gravity, the other name is gravitational field. So 100. So the mass is 7,600 over 100. So equals to 76 kg, kilogram. Okay, because at here the unit is kg. And then next one. An oil tank has a base area 2.5 meters square, and then the depth is 1.2. And then the density of the oil is 800 kg over meter cube. And what is the force exerted on the base of the tank due to oil? So for this one, force is same with the weight, so mass times gravity. So gravity we already know is 10, but we haven't know about the mass. So we can find from the density. So at here we make density equals to mass over volume. So at here the density is 800, and the mass that we want to find, and then we want to find the volume is from area times the depth. So the area is 2.5, and then times 1.2. So this one is equals to 3. So 3 meter cube. So 3. So the mass is 3 times 800. So equals to 2,400 kilogram. So after that we just insert it. The mass is 2,400, and then the gravity is 10. So become 24,000 Newton. So the answer is D. Okay, for the next question. For this figure, shows remote sensing equipment on the surface of a distant object, distant planet. And then the mass of the equipment is 350 kilogram. The acceleration of free fall on the surface of this planet is 7.5 meter over second square. And then the first question is, what is the meaning by the term weight. So the meaning of the weight is a force of gravity. So a force of gravity acting on the object. Okay. And then they ask you, and then the second question they ask about the weight. So the weight, the formula is mass times the gravity, mass times the acceleration. So the mass is 350, and then the acceleration is 7.5. So this one become 2,625 Newton. Okay, and then for the next question, a resultant force of an object is 4 Newton, and then the mass is 0.5 kilogram, and then for 3 seconds. And then they ask about the velocity. So this one, they give you the force is 4 Newton, and then the mass is 0.5, and then the time is 3 seconds. And then we want to find the velocity. So we can find the velocity from acceleration equals to velocity over time. So now we want to find acceleration first from the force. So we can use the formula of F equals to mass times acceleration. So the force is 4, and the mass is 0.5 times A. So 0.5 A equals to 4. So A equals to 4 over 0.5. So this one will become 8. So 8 meter over second square. And then we can find the acceleration. So we can find the velocity from the acceleration. So acceleration equals to velocity over time. So acceleration is 8. So phi we want to find it. The time is 3. So phi equals 8 times 3 is 24. So the answer is D. Okay, and then for number 3, from the equation known that the density of mercury is 1.4 times 10 to the power 4 kg over meter cube, and then they give you the radius and then the depth or the height, and they ask you about the weight. So this one, the question is exactly like just now. So we want to find weight is mass times gravity. So we will have to find the mass from the density first. So the density is mass over volume. So the density is 1.4 times 10 to the power 4. And then the mass, we want to find it. And then the volume, we can find it first. Because at here, the density is in the SI unit meter. So we have to change radius and the depth into meter. So the radius is become 0.04 meter. And then the depth or the height is become 0.12 meter. So and then we can find the volume. So volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times the height. So this one, pi times the radius is 0.04 and the height is 0.12 or the depth. And then we can insert it here. So pi times 0.04 square times 0.12. So the mass is 1.4 times 10 to the power 4 times pi times 0.04 square times 0.12. So this one, the answer is 8.4446. And then we round it, become 8.4 kilogram. And then we insert to the weight formula. So weight equals to 8.4 times the gravity is 10. So the weight equals to 84 Newton. Okay, for this video until here, thank you.